We have to be long-suffering with our situation. We also need to display kindness, even toward one another in the Christian congregation. Kindness toward sisters, toward brothers, toward even little children. When was the last time you went up to a little young man in the congregation, gave him a nice handshake, not as firm as mine, but a nice handshake, and commended him for a comment that he gave at the Watchtower lesson, for a demonstration he may have participated in, or just for looking smart, coming to the meeting? A nice suit, he's got a lovely tie on. That's what kindness is all about. It's these small packages of love that mean so very, very much. But then Paul goes on, he says, love is not jealous. And that can easily happen. In the Christian congregation, the circuit overseer comes round, he goes, we hear the announcement, we are very happy to announce that Brother so-and-so has been appointed as an elder. Brother so-and-so has been appointed as a ministerial servant. Oh yeah, I know. You see, he's friends with that elder. They always play golf together on Saturday. Or they always go fishing together. Or we hear, oh, this sister, she's been appointed as a regular pioneer. Really? Whew, I thought she was falling out the truth. Jealousy starts eating us. That's what the Apostle Paul was talking about there. Love is not jealous. Remember, love is not perfect, but forgiving. It does not brag. It does not get puffed up. You know, brothers, when you think of puffed up, I always think of puff pastry. It's a very nice thing to eat, but you know, it's got nothing in there. You put it in the oven, and it rises to such an extent that, you know, the only thing the confectioner can do is to shove cream in there, you know, in an eclair. Cream, 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 and it rises so much. And all the person can do is just to suck out the cream. There's nothing in that puff pastry. Now that is what puffed up is all about. We start to get, you know, think, well, you know, I'm really something, and we take it and take it and take it and take it until there's no more spiritual cream to fill us. We become empty. It does not brag, it says. You know, it's just like a frog that sits by the water. It will drink and drink and drink water, and then the whole night under your window, this thing will croak and croak and croak and croak and croak. It will irritate us. That's not what the Christian congregation is all about. We do not brag about our accomplishments. No. We have love for one another. We owe one another love. And then it says, it does not behave indecently. Yes, it's not rude, it's not shocking. It does not look for its own interests. In other words, it's not me first, nobody second, and everybody else third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. No, forget it. No, it's not like that. It does not become provoked. It does not keep account of the injury, just like a ledger, debit and credit. This is what you did to me there. This is how I'm going to pay you back. Happens, doesn't it? And we begin to feel, you know, this is really working me up now. Well, Paul goes on to say, it does not rejoice over unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never, it never fails. You know why love in the Christian congregation never fails? Because it is not perfect, but forgiving. As a matter of fact, Peter realized that love was such an important quality. He realized the truth that love would never fail. He had been one of the greatest lessons in that regard. That years later, he wrote this very fine thought that we can make our own. 1 Peter 4 verse 8. You remember this was the theme text that introduced our opening song. Well-known words to Jehovah's people. Verse 8, 1 Peter chapter 4 says, above all things, have intense love for one another. Now the footnote in the reference Bible for intense says, love outstretchedly. Have you ever stood up from a chair? Maybe you've sat there for about 45 minutes to an hour. You stood up from the chair and you just wanted to stretch. Oh, it feels so nice. That is what intense love is all about. Not perfect, but forgiving. Why? Because love covers a multitude of sins. The New English Bible says love cancels innumerable sins. Why does it do that? Because love in the Christian congregation is not perfect. It is forgiving. Brothers, we have an international brotherhood bonded by love. Jesus Christ, the Apostle Paul, Peter showed the identifying mark of the true Christian congregation is love. We've seen from our discussion of God's Word, the Bible, that love in the Christian congregation is not perfect. It is forgiving. Our brothers are going to disappoint us. We are going to disappoint them. We are going to disappoint ourselves. This is not a perfect body of people. None of us is perfect. Love is not perfect. It is forgiving. Therefore, let us continue to work together with Jehovah God and Jesus Christ, fully observing the true unity of the Christian congregation, all because we now fully appreciate that love identifies the true Christian congregation.
Brother Goldstone, we thank you very much for the rousing talk. And please take our love back to your congregation also.